Okay, an update now to the AT&T DirecTV situation. Now, DirecTV, of course, dropped Newsmax from its lineup 2 weeks ago, making Newsmax the second conservative channel to be deplatformed by DirecTV just in the last 12 months. Now, AT&T said the move was to save money, but DirecTV continues to carry 22 liberal news channels and all of them getting paid fees. And Newsmax says it was targeted by DirecTV for its political views. Now, after getting over 50,000 calls from angry customers, DirecTV did put out a statement last week saying they are still interested in bringing back Newsmax, but claimed that Newsmax wanted excessive fees. Now, Newsmax has said it has been open to negotiations, but DirecTV has never changed their position. Newsmax has responded that it never even wanted those excessive fees, only about $1 a subscriber per year. Now, DirecTV pays liberal channels hundreds of millions of dollars, with CNN and NBC alone getting close to $300 million a year. Now, of course, we've been getting a lot of support, including from RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel, who actually sent a letter to members of the Republican National Committee calling on them to support Newsmax in its struggle with DirecTV, adding that, quote, "This is yet another example of powerful corporations silencing conservative viewpoints. It's anti-free speech, anti-American, as DirecTV continues to pay full carrier fees from smaller left-wing networks while silencing the fourth highest rated news program on cable TV. It's our job to fight back." And of course, we will always bring you updates to that situation. Rob.
All right, Alex, thank you for that. I want to welcome in Wisconsin Congressman and member of the House Oversight Committee, Glenn Grothman. Congressman, good morning. Great to have you back on. So you were one of those 17 members of Congress who spoke out on the House floor on behalf of Newsmax 2 weeks ago, almost to the day, about this DirecTV censorship. How shocked are you that this is still happening in America?
Well, it shows the confidence of the big corporations and the billionaires of this country as they try to turn this country into an entirely different sort of government. And part of that is they want to suppress free speech, and that's why they go after Newsmax. They think they can get less people out there knowing the truth of what's really going on in America.
Yeah, and they did it to OAN a year ago, so there's a pattern here. Congressman, you're on the Oversight Committee. You guys held hearings on Tuesday on Twitter suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop story just 2 weeks before the 2020 election. I want you to take a listen to one of your colleagues claiming that the laptop is only half fake.
A whole hearing about a 24-hour hiccup in a right-wing political operation. That is why we are here right now. And it's just an abuse of public resources, an abuse of public time. We could be talking about health care. We could be talking about bringing down the cost of prescription drugs. We could be talking about abortion rights, civil rights, voting rights. But instead, we're talking about Hunter Biden's half-fake laptop story.
Congressman, if the half-fake part is the part that's been verified by every major news outlet in the country and Hunter Biden himself, I guess that I'm fine with that. But how dangerous is this that a sitting member of Congress doesn't want to talk about something that literally could have swung the 2020 presidential election in Joe Biden's favor?
It really could have. It really could have. This is another example of big corporations shutting down part of the news right before the election, putting their thumb on the scales to make sure that Joe Biden won the election, quite frankly. And to say that that's not something we ought to have a hearing about is shocking. I mean, we are getting so close in this country in which you're more like a communist Chinese, Soviet, Russia sort of thing, where you can't get both sides before you vote in an election.
Yeah.
That's what went on here. And you're right. So many of these states were so close, like Wisconsin. If the facts were out there, would Joe Biden have won? We'll never know.
Yeah, nobody knows that better than you, by the way, representing the state of Wisconsin. Chairman Comer said that 17% of Americans would have changed their vote. This is a poll that was taken after the election. Would have changed their vote to Donald Trump if they had known about the laptop and the corruption before the election. They didn't have that opportunity. I want to move on to the border hearings. Those have also been happening on Capitol Hill this week. Do you expect Alejandro Mayorkas to be impeached? Do you expect Congress to move forward with that?
I'll give you the honest answer. I'm one of the people who wants him impeached. I've signed on to the articles, but we need 218 Republicans. I'm a little bit afraid that there's going to be determination that we're not going to be able to get to the whole, to the whole 222.
10 seconds. Why that hesitation, sir?
I think the hesitation is because I think they're going to protect some Republicans in close districts who don't want to appear overly partisan. I might be wrong. Like I said, I'm all for impeachment, but that would be my political guess.
All right. Congressman, great having you on this morning. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the game. Thank you so much again for your support of Newsmax. We appreciate that. Thank you.